So wait.
Okay.
I have to answer on the spot.
Yeah, it's answering.
Shit.
Yeah,
I'm really bad at that.
Oh, no, it'll be fine.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah, so where did the name come from?
Okay. The name, Lady Lambe the Beekeeper, it came from a dream. I was going through a phase of keeping like a notebook by my bed, like a dream journal, about 2.5 years ago when I first started playing music. And I was going through this phase where I was writing, I was trying to lucid dream, and it wasn't working out, but I was writing things down in my sleep in the dark. And I would wake up and be like, and I'd go about my day, and then I would be like, oh, that's right, I think I wrote in my notebook last night. So I'd open it, and there'd be this, all these scribbles, and obviously I wrote it in the dark, so it was, very hard to read. But Lady Lambe the Beekeeper was written in my notebook when I woke up one morning, and it was right around the time I started making music, and I just used it as my moniker because I couldn't really argue with it. It was kind of interesting that it was written down, so that's how the name came about.
Cool. And do you think you have a purpose or like a goal with your music, or is it just like what comes to you?
What comes to me?
Yeah, like organically or like something inside.
It definitely it's both things. Like it comes to me organically. I feel like it's something that I can't live without, and it's part of the reason why I put off school at the moment is because I just can't imagine not playing, not focusing in on what I'm doing in music all the time. Whenever I can. It's my main focus. So it comes to me like I need it to come to me, and it does, but then the purpose in that, I guess, is that I realized when I first started making music, I wasn't going to share it with anyone. I just wanted to record music. Like I bought a little digital 8-track recorder, and I started layering instruments and teaching myself as I layered, and wasn't planning on playing any shows. And then when I started playing shows, I realized that there was like this profound thing that can happen between the musician and the audience, and you look out at the crowd, and you make eye contact with someone, and it's like you're singing directly to them, and you have this thing, and you know one another in this way. And that was something that struck me, and the reason why I continue to play, and now only seek to play as much as I possibly can.
Cool. I noticed that you kind of mention Jesus a lot in your songs.
Yeah.
Can you explain that? Is it just because the power of the word?
That's I've never been asked that question, the Jesus references. That's a question I'd like to answer. I don't know. The truth about the religious references is that I am not a religious person by any means, but I find biblical stories really interesting and so fucked. The Bible is, in my opinion, a very strange book, but also really kind of cool, in the way of just reading it as if it were a story. There are certain things about the Bible that I just think are kind of cool, like the whole Abraham and Isaac thing. It's a lot of stuff I don't understand, but it somehow finds its way into my music. And it's not anything that I'm trying to be preachy about, but at all. But it's just the Bible to me is really visual, and somehow just finds its way into my songs.
Is this your first going on tour? Or I don't know.
I've never been on a real tour. I've been on many micro tours where we do, where I'll do 3 shows in a row out of my state. This stint is Massachusetts. We're doing a few shows all over the state, and then I've done the whole Boston to Burlington to New York to and then back up Northampton, whatever, but no more than 5 shows at a time. And I've actually never toured past New York City. I've never played. I've lived elsewhere in the country, but I've never played music in anywhere else besides New England and New York.
Yeah. Wait, I read this article about bands traveling, and it seems like you're kind of in a car all the time.
Yeah.
You just stop at places and play there and then just leave. What do you think of that? Is that how it really is, or
yeah, kind of. It is kind of like that. That can be a good and bad thing. For instance, tonight, I'm here at Wellesley College. I really wanted to see more, but I didn't have time. like when you're on a tour, any kind of tour, a micro tour, or like a long tour, there are always mishaps, like with where you're going and like what time you're being there, and like just little things will always happen that will like kind of lead you in different ways. And so in that way, it can be hard going to a place for like feeling like you're there for a second. But it's a different experience, but I love it. I'm getting used to it. I'd like to be able to like sprawl out in a place for like a couple days, but it's not like that. It really is like chop, like get to where you're like wake up, be like you're exhausted, like maybe like eat a banana and then like drive all day and go to sound check and play the show.
Cool.
So, but it's great. I love it.
Awesome. Yeah. What's it like being with Milkman?
Well, this is my third show playing with them ever. This is my first show playing with them in my band, like playing my songs. I've known those guys for maybe a year and a half. They all graduated from Bowdoin College, which is the town where I'm from, in Brunswick. And it's been interesting. I'm the only girl. There are definitely a bunch of dudes, and I feel like I get lumped in. But it just started, so we'll see.
Yeah.
But it's good.
Cool. So how can people find your music?
How do they find it?
Yeah.
You mean how would people find it if they wanted it, or how have people
How do they listen to
found
it?
it?
Yeah.
I just finally made a website. It's www.ladylambebeekeeper.com, and there's a lot of music on there, and there are links to where you can buy my records. There's even a secret link on the website to, if you're interested, buy my first 2 records that I made on my bed when I first started playing. They're not in print. I don't make them. I don't sell them. But if you're interested and you want it, I will make it for you and mail it to you. And you can find that on the website. Also, there's MySpace, but that's dying out. But I've had it for so long that like it's still there and the music's still there on there. And then mostly just through shows, you can get it. But I would say go to my website if you'd like to find it and obtain a copy.
Mm-hmm. Cool. I had another one, but I just forgot it. Oh, is there anything you'd like to say? I don't know, just like to the world.
Is there anything I'd like to say?
Yeah.
Oh my God, this is like a Lady Gaga moment.
Yeah.
Like,
Be yourself.
when you see Lady Gaga and she's like doing something that has nothing to do with what she's about to say, and she takes the microphone because she can and she has all the power, and she looks at the camera and she says, "No one person is better than any other person." And that's her VMA's thing. That's what she wants to say, and I think that's great. Mm-hmm. I am not in a position to feel like I have the power to say anything profound right now, except that you'll be seeing more of me, and I am currently recording my first studio full-length album. It will be out probably around December timeframe, and then I'll be going on my first U.S. tour for it. So if you're interested in my music and you like it, keep updated with the tour and come out and see me.
Cool.